Hey friends, it's Monty, Fritts from Kingston, Tennessee. I want to talk to you a little bit about Jody Barrett, a friend of mine I've served with for the last 3 years in the Tennessee House. First, I'm not really into these endorsements that politicians make. I think sometimes these 20, 30, and 40-year career politicians want to tell you who to vote for so that they can perpetuate their hold on decision making and votes and all those sorts of things. I'm just not a big fan of that. I think Tennesseans are smart enough to make up their own minds about these things. But Jody's applied to work for you in the Tennessee 7th Congressional District as a representative. And I'll just offer you a couple thoughts on what would be meaningful to me and an employee if you decide to hire him. First, I would offer that Jody's a Tennessean with Tennessee values. He and Holly have kind of worked themselves up to where they are in this chapter in life, and I think Jody wants to give back. He wants to hold on to those values that he grew up with in Middle Tennessee, that I love and grew up with here in East Tennessee. And those same values that many who have moved here in the last few years are searching for. They're running from these oppressive big government blue states, and they come here for freedom, and I think Jody's the person to carry that on. He's a constitutionalist, and he's a small government person. That'd be the second point I would offer. He scored pretty well on the John Birch Society review over the past couple of years, and I think while none of those scoring systems are perfect, they are a good leading indicator of how a person in political office is going to vote in the future. And he is small government, and he is Constitution first. And when you look at his scores and you look at some that have scored much, much lower, it should be a good leading indicator of how he's going to vote in the future. Third thing I would offer is this, final thing. Jody's okay standing up for your voice, even when it might not be popular in Nashville. I'm certain he'll do that in D.C. He's okay with offering a dissenting opinion in a reasoned manner and based on the Constitution and standing up for Tennessee, and again, those Tennessee values. You know, I often think one of the things I like most about President Trump is, you know, he will flat out go after the Democrats because of some of their foolish anti-American ideas. But he'll also go toe-to-toe with those in the Republican Party that have allowed some things nationally to happen that we shouldn't have allowed to happen. I think that's one of the things we all like about Trump the most, is he's willing to be his own man. I'll tell you, there's a little bit of that in Jody Barrett, and I think he's worth looking at. So again, as you make your hiring decision over the next couple months to fill this vacant seat, just some things to think through. I appreciate you listening. Have a good day.